Hey everyone, Darren here, aka Irish Latino Reacts, Irish on the bottom, Latin American on top, and today we are watching Season 2, Episode 10 of The Expanse. Firstly, I want to thank everyone for getting me over the hump of 500 subscribers. I honestly never thought I'd get even that when I started this journey. It's been such an amazing journey so far, and it's been all because of you watching this. So just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. My pleading that I did in the last couple videos will now cease. You guys must have been so annoyed by the pleading that you were like, let's just get this idiot his subscribers so he can shut the F up. Gonna keep this intro short today, guys. I have been getting a lot of flack in the comments about calling last episode a filler episode, even though I tried to explain exactly what I meant, that it wasn't meant to be derogatory at all, etc. One commenter did utter the phrase I think I was really searching for to correctly describe last episode. It was a setup episode. Pretty obvious way to put it in hindsight, so thank you for that comment. Last episode was a setup episode. We did not learn anything new as an audience, but we are now fully prepared to enter the perfect crime scene that is Ganymede. And just to put to bed the thought that I somehow didn't like last episode, when I was editing it and I got to rewatch all the Gunny stuff, I think that scene with Christian and Gunny at the end may be my favorite scene so far of the entire series. Yeah, that's right. I'll let it marinate a little more, but I think it actually might be my favorite, and I don't think I need to explain why. I'm also feeling a little lazy right now. It is cold and dreary out, and it's the first night I have to turn the heat on in my house, so let's just get right into episode 10, shall we? Let's go. There's Jupe, and there's Gan. Okay, I'm going to stop with the planet nicknames.
If we do what we came here to do, I'll figure out a way to live with it.
Holden has seemed less paladin lately. Ever since when he tried, or not, he was attempting, or was going to attempt. That was kind of out of nowhere.
I'm not sure.
To kill Cortazar is what I was going to say.
Well, I'm not a homicidal maniac.
It's a random question.
Naomi, they're not like me.
By Prax.
They're better. I'll watch your back, but they'll find your little girl.
Good way to put it.
She's not dead.
All right.
And Strickland's not dead or missing, which is good.
Cool. Trying to get the vibes of Ganymede here. Okay, well, we got dead vegetation. That makes a lot of sense. It doesn't look as crappy as Eros, though. Yeah, it's definitely under construction.
This is where I used to work.
Got it. Yep.
It was beautiful.
I'll try using my imagination.
Yeah, you're gonna need a large imagination.
You've just set sail on the SS Imagination.
A single soldier kills a dozen Marines on the surface of Ganymede without a vac suit. Please.
I haven't.
You seem perfectly sane to me. And after Eros, my definition of crazy has contracted significantly.
She has zero credibility. There's no point talking to her again.
Point is, something was bothering her and she was ordered to suppress it.
All right, so ERRINWRIGHT is with Christian. I haven't given thought to ERRINWRIGHT's, thinking as far as like a potential of a man without a vac suit.
Not at all.
Haven't thought about that yet.
How is Sergeant Draper?
In her quarters, resting.
And in no frame of mind to answer any more questions, I assume.
I'm afraid not.
The traumatized mind is a dark place.
Who was the officer who spirited Sergeant Draper away?
A friend of Sergeant Draper's family here to
Keeps
offer moral support.
poking.
He didn't seem like the supportive type.
Poke!
Your ships are still heading towards ours at Ganymede. So unless your intention is to have us shooting at each other again, let's do what we came here to do.
I can get his frustration.
You really fucked up in there, Gunny.
Oh, this guy. I do not like the chaplain.
But I know I saw something.
I really don't.
A man standing on the surface of Ganymede without a vac suit.
So you think I'm crazy?
Bobby, truth and fact are not the same thing. Now, I know this may
What?
be too much for you to grab a hold of right now.
Too much for me, too.
But you believe what you saw is true because you need it to be true. To explain how your team was killed.
So what happens now?
Now you go home, back to Mars.
And then what?
Yeah, was she gonna be like...
Then we do what's best for you and for the Corps.
What does that mean? Is she gonna be like punished
I'd
or...
like to see the ocean before I leave.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Do that. Do that. Please.
If that's possible.
Sorry, you're under restrictions now.
What, you mean I'm a prisoner?
No. I mean, you're a Martian.
I guess those are good points.
Just rest. The transport is coming to get you. You'll be shipping out day after tomorrow.
Damn. I really wanted her to see the ocean. What's she thinking? She's not gonna like...
Open the shades.
No way. No, she wouldn't risk like getting, oh, I don't know, like dismissed from the army or like punished in some way.
Close them.
What is she really thinking about trying to bust out? I kind of can't believe it. Plastic. Wow, I don't know if that's gonna do it, but I can't believe she's trying that. I'm excited.
Draper's power armor was subjected to massive concussive and incendiary forces, and the suit's internal data logs, as far as they go, are consistent with the MCRN's account of the battle.
I want you to go over every goddamn molecule on that armor and tell me if there's anything you've missed. Do you understand?
He's feeling the heat, I think. He knows what a person on Ganymede without a vac suit means. Man, I can't believe I didn't think about ERRINWRIGHT between last episode and now. But I'm definitely thinking about where his mindset is at now. Up in there. Okay, it looks like the Blues have arrived at Ganymede. Circling about.
We've got things moving in the right direction now. We're gonna rebuild this place.
Okay.
This doesn't feel like Eros, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Maybe it just hasn't started yet.
Well, that could be very true.
Sorry.
What do we do now?
I'm not the guy you should be asking.
What do your botanist eyes see?
What do your elf eyes see?
This yellowing indicates a nitrogen imbalance. We have phage-resistant bacteria in the hydroponic lines to prevent that.
Of course, of course.
Means if something got in and killed the good bacteria, which means the hydroponics have been contaminated.
I mean, like, duh, yeah.
Under normal circumstances, no. Things are too far gone to make it. I came back to look for her. He took May out of the clinic before the mirrors fell.
If May's still with him, then maybe Katoa is too.
We gotta know where Strickland is.
I don't know. Roma will know. We gotta go right now. Hold on. Who's Roma? He finds people. Roma, he doesn't take script, only barter. He likes chicken. Only canned chicken. That works the best. Canned chicken.
He works for food?
Okay.
Yeah. You give him canned chicken, he gives you video from the security. You give him more chicken, he gives you more video. He said that
Sounds
he could find
silly. Hey, Frankie, why don't you go sit over there, please? Come on. I fed you early so I could do this, so, like, please behave. Yeah. You can see something different behind ERRINWRIGHT's eyes. You really can.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, she sees it too.
Sit down.
What does he got to say here?
I think she did see something on Ganymede. Something we're not supposed to know about. I believe that Ganymede was a test of a new weapon that Jules Pierre Mao is developing for Mars, based on technology he unleashed on Eros.
Okay.
You've been in contact with him?
No.
Okay.
But I was aware of his weapons research. Because I was working with him.
Oh, shit. He admits it. Wow.
You've known for a while.
Yeah, she
Ever
has.
since you had Frank de Graaf killed.
I know it makes no difference, but I had no hand in that, Christian.
But you covered it up.
Wow.
You protected Jules.
You need to understand that this started out as a conversation about peace, about the discovery of this incredible proto-molecule. This was a way to guarantee the safety of the Earth.
At a terrible price.
You're the one who taught me that Earth must come first.
And Eris, 100,000 souls. Did I teach you that?
If I had known what was going to happen on Eros, I would have stopped the project and Jules Pierre Mao along with it. And you know that!
Eris nearly destroyed this planet. You will have to answer for your part in that.
I know.
Wow.
And I will.
Wow.
But what we need to do right now is keep the system from burning down. This is everything that I know about the proto-molecular project. If Ganymede really was a test, then this is just the beginning.
Oh, man. ERRINWRIGHT has definitely grown on me. Like, even slowly, even before this or that right there, he has. It just wasn't enough to ever, like, vocalize, but he definitely has. And I really like his candidness there. I really appreciate it. Oh, she's using the Purple Heart. That is definitely that is ironic, and I don't know if that's symbolic in some way that I can't see right now, but that's, she like cutting the insulation. Huh. Got like a high-tech window with like still really cheap insulation around it in 250 years. I guess it's not gonna be any replacement for foam. Wow, I cannot believe she's doing this. Whoa, that's gonna be daunting. Not just from a visual perspective, but just from like a physiological, anatomical, how your body must feel. I'm sure she's a little more used to it now, but still. 1G pressing down, and I mean, those, ugh. Now she's at an angle. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God, I hope, oh, I don't want to see her like crack her neck or something. Okay, oh. Okay. Oh, wow. What a freaking trooper, man. Go! Go, Gunny, go! Run, girl! Woo! I'm so excited for this. Oh, okay. Don't let her grab her bra. This must be Roma.
You Roma?
Ooh, Roma?
He looks like a douche.
There's some people in the station we need to find. Heard Roma's the man to talk to.
Ah, in that case.
You just gotta let 4 strangers in? Dude doesn't really seem very careful. A little too nonchalant with such a service that he provides. Such a valuable service.
A lot of jobs ahead of you. A lot of work for other people. You got chicken? That's what I like. Gonna take a lot.
What a narrow palate this guy has.
You seem to be doing quite well for yourself. I mean, you got enough here to feed half the station.
Put that back.
This guy just wants to find his little girl.
This business.
We got rations, protein bars, ammunition. We're happy to barter.
What I want is chicken. No chicken? Back of the line.
It can't be. Oh. I mean.
He can't find me if you bash his head in. What's wrong with you?
What did I say? Like, just letting 4 people when you have all your valuable stores? I'm surprised someone didn't come in and beat them up already.
Are you gonna help us?
Absolutely. I find little girl.
Maybe he'll like chicken a little less after that. Oh, you forget your sunglasses, Gunny. Oh, that must be so overwhelming for her, all this. Oh no, are we gonna start seeing like the evolution of her thoughts about Earth citizens? Not that I think it would change like overnight on a dime, but maybe this is the planting of a seed of a longer drawn out evolution. She was explained last episode by Christian of why people she calls takers don't work, because there are no opportunities. I'm sure many would want to, but they can't. So they have to make way. I do like the little like technological touches on the machinery and the cookingware, and you see like the little bars jumping up and down the bottom of that.
Way to the ocean.
She's probably like, what?
For 50, I do.
I wonder if it's dollars, but I mean, by then, $50 must be like $5 inflation.
My source inside the Martian embassy just informed me that there's a lot of activity around Sergeant Draper's quarters, because she's no longer in them.
You have to find her as quickly as possible.
I'm on it.
The Martians will, of course, be trying to find her as well. But there is a severe disadvantage on the streets of our planet.
Definitely severe.
Why haven't you turned him in?
At this moment, he's more useful to me outside of a jail cell.
You're the only person that knows the truth about him. The only person anyone might actually believe, and that puts you in a precarious position.
You be seen as a...
Something changed with ERRINWRIGHT.
That I believe.
Maybe when he saw Eris hurtling towards Earth and realized what he'd put into motion, that it was time to make amends.
Yeah. To his point, she could be looked at as an accessory to him if she keeps it under wraps for too long. Yep. Welcome to Earth, Gunny.
Don't take it personally. But I can tell you how to get to the ocean.
That's sad.
You're Martian, aren't you?
That obvious?
Well, I've seen a few of you over the years, being how close we are to the UN. It's the way you're walking.
Yeah.
Like the sky might fall in on you. the ground's gonna bite you. And if you're Martian, you'll have Osteo-X. Give me what you can spare and I'll tell you how to get to the ocean.
They're not gonna fly you to the moon.
I know what Osteo-X is for. I can trade that and get a month's supply of meds for the kids who've been exposed to radiation from the drive plant. And I can probably get a month's supply of the new chloroquine. It'll save some of us from dying in the summer when we're forced to drink sewer water.
Oh. Jesus, is that true?
Wouldn't matter if I said it was. I put myself on the vocational training list when I was 17 years old. 52 now. Still waiting for my slot.
Whoa. Well, that spells it out
we
right
still gotta
there.
take care of ourselves down here.
Lack of opportunity. Wow. I like this guy.
Oh, and I hear your music ain't nothing to write home about neither.
Well, that part might be true, yeah.
Huh. I'd like to hear some Martian music.
Go back the way you came until you see a drainage tunnel on your right.
Got it.
Nico.
Nico. That's such a perfect name for him. That piano was familiar to me in some way. It reminded me of something.
I would have stopped him before it went too far.
Every shitty thing we do makes the next one that much easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, Holden does not seem like a paladin lately. He's letting things go. He's accepting the dirty things they have to do for the greater good, supposedly.
You said you weren't a homicidal maniac.
I didn't kill him. Not yet.
Yeah, and he's the reason he's looking for your daughter now.
He's a bully.
Because he didn't have any chicken.
And where I come from, bullies take desperate young girls like your daughter and force them into prostitution. And those kids, they use them too.
It's disgusting.
Some people deserve to be punished.
Agreed.
When I had to accept that May was dead, I felt almost relieved. She was sick her whole life and I couldn't fix her.
I see.
I'm better with plants. I couldn't help her the way a father's supposed to.
Are you asking me to tell you that's okay?
I know it's not.
What do your botanist eyes see?
What are you doing?
Okay, Amos is right there, so it is kind of in the same
Did you
space.
notice the Ipomea batatas on the green wall?
Of course.
I'm sure that I did not.
Same yellowing as before.
You say so.
They're using distilled water in the hydroponics supply instead of the proper mineral solution needed for long-term stability.
Those idiots.
When that happens, they won't be able to stop the cascade.
What's the cascade?
The episode title.
Now, in an artificial ecosystem, when one thing goes wrong, there's only a certain amount of pathways that can compensate for it. Eventually, those pathways get overstressed and then they fail, which leaves fewer pathways, and then they'll get overstressed. And then they fail.
So it's not the thing that breaks you that you need to watch out for.
Exactly.
That was a good way of explaining, like...
Ganymede is a simple, complex system. Because it's simple, it's prone to cascades, and because it's complex, you can't predict what's gonna break down next or
It's
how.
like the opposite of a Goldilocks
Ganymede's
zone.
the most important food station out here. They're not gonna let it just collapse.
Yeah.
The station's dead already.
Really?
They just don't know
Oh,
yet.
shit. Are you like the only botanist on board? You can't be with a food station. Oh, what is Alex up to? That old son of a gun. This music is giving me SpongeBob vibes.
I'm coming in.
Welcome aboard, Squidward. You just set sail on the SS Imagination.
Is he like drinking his face off? What are those cans? Well, I guess they wouldn't probably have beer on board. Maybe it's just wishful thinking by me. They can't be energy drinks either, otherwise his heart would be in a million pieces by now. Maybe they're just seltzer water. That's what I'm going with. Uh-oh.
A no-fly zone is now in effect around Ganymede Station until further notice.
Oh, crap.
Any unauthorized ships entering or
this
leaving
is
the zone
bad.
will be fired upon without warning.
Uh-oh.
This is an
Very, very bad.
Yeah. How's he gonna get in? Fun's over quick.
I find a little girl in the main. That's oldest part of the station. No camera after that.
What's down there?
How do I know?
May. She must be so frightened. Here we go, Gunny. You're gonna get your wish, which I'm very happy about. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Like, not this episode. Maybe, like, they would have drawn it out for later or something. I don't know. But I'm glad. I wish I could have more time on Earth. This music is once again reminding me of something. It seems familiar. It's very simple, so, you know, it's not really a surprise that it seems familiar, but... It's chord progression. Hey guys, Editor Darren here, looking all disheveled. I think I realized what that piano melody, that chord progression reminds me of. It sounds like a slowed down version of "These Are a Few of My Favorite Things." Da 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 da. These are a few of my favorite things. I don't know. I didn't think you could get a view of like uninterrupted ocean from Manhattan. I'm wrong though. I could be wrong. I don't live there. Beautiful brown eyes. Definitely. They found her quick. Wow.
You take it for granted.
You're right about that. The thing you saw on Ganymede, it was real. Here. This is what attacked you and your team, isn't it?
Oh, wow. Yeah, there it is.
A new type of weapon. It was being tested on Ganymede.
Tested?
By your own government.
Is that true, though?
Sergeant, I wish to God it was my government. Then I would have some control over the situation.
No, that's true.
But right now, all I have is you.
So you're telling me that me and my team, we were sacrificial lambs?
And your friend Travis.
I don't believe it.
And I don't believe a goddamn thing you were told to say in that room. I need to know who is doing this and why. I need your help.
Why would she help you, Christian?
This has to be a mind game. You are the enemy.
We cannot afford to be enemies anymore.
We need to go. Now.
Yeah, I mean, Gunny doesn't know anything unless you were asking her to, like, just become a double agent for Mars right like that. Like, I'm not sure what you expected out of her right there, Christian. All right. Another episode down. Okay, episode 10 down. We are continuing the journey towards Strickland and towards May. Prax being reunited with his daughter, hopefully, and Holden and the crew continuing to try to prevent the spreading of the proto-molecule and this testing. Now, I know that season 2 is 13 episodes long, so I kind of have that sense of where I am with the story, where we're slowly building. I don't know if book 2 ends where season 2 ends. We all know that book 1 ended in season 2, episode 5. I think it would be a little fitting if, like book 1 ending with the death of a moon, Eros, book 2 will end with Ganymede. Maybe not ending, but the story of Ganymede ending. So what's the parallels there? Well, Eros was a giant science experiment of the proto-molecule, and maybe it was the initial large experiment, and they learned certain data from that, and maybe Ganymede, here's my theory, is not going to turn out like Eros did. You know, Naomi said, this doesn't feel like Eros, Ganymede doesn't feel like Eros, where Holden said, oh, it might just haven't had started yet. I don't think it's going to get to have the same fate as Eros. I think it's maybe a different kind of test, an evolved test. They're at a different stage, and of course, you know, it has to do with that guy outside of a vac suit. Now, I mean, is that human? Like, it looks alien. Like, would a proto-molecule change your anatomy like that? I guess so. I mean, it's the sky's the limit with the proto. So, you know, very excited to see where that all continues and kind of see where the apex or the conclusion of this proto-molecule generation, the second generation of testing, where that ends. So what else? I really liked ERRINWRIGHT in this episode. Like I mentioned in the reaction, he had been slowly growing on me from episode to episode, but it was just so subtly that I never really vocalized it. But you can trust me that is the truth. And yeah, you definitely saw something, behind his eyes, something different. He came straight with Christian, and you can tell he has regret with ever teaming up with Mao. I do believe him when he says that conversation started from a conversation of peace. And he never would have thought that the protomolecule could change. I don't think he would have thought that the protomolecule could break laws of physics to the point where an entire moon was cascading towards Earth. And I just used the episode title there. That wasn't premeditated at all. So yeah, really liked him this episode. I can't believe he came clean to Christian about his dealings with Jules Pierre Mao. But now Christian has all of this information about the proto, and I wonder what else is in there besides the lack of vac suit guy. I'm really glad that Gunny got to see the ocean. I was hoping she would see like a nicer beach. That the beach and the ocean did look pretty crummy, but regardless, I mean, it's still a sight to behold, the open ocean, when you have never ever seen it before. I can't believe she broke out of her little confined room there. So really happy for her. I wish we had more time with her on Earth. Hopefully we'll get that in the future at one point. But yeah, she's being shipped back to Mars immediately, I imagine, and probably reprimanded pretty harshly. So let's see. What other parts of the episode have I not talked about? The Roma guy, once again, like, what's he doing being so lax about letting people in his little flat that with all, his food, all of his fucking chicken. I don't get that. I really don't. And just being so nonchalant. Once again, I'm surprised no one has beat him up before this. So yeah, seems I got to suspend my belief a little bit, or my disbelief, however that saying goes, a little bit there with Roma. And I don't mind seeing his character be left behind. So I can't wait to find May. She must be so afraid and probably wondering why her daddy isn't around. But who knows what Strickland has told her. I'm still curious if I'm right about her disease and being the link to the protomolecule, why Strickland chose her. I feel like I am. It has to do something with that. What has she been getting injected with? I feel like it's blue. All right, everyone, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks so much for watching this reaction with me on YouTube. And once again, thank you for getting me to 500 subs. If you like my reaction style and you want me to keep doing what I'm doing, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And if you want to support me further, you can find my Patreon in the description below, as well as a PayPal account if someone wants to just have a one-time donation kind of thing. Once again, my Patreon is lowest tier $1 just for supporting purposes and for guaranteed engagement purposes, and then $5 for the full-length reactions. So thank you all so much, and I will catch you next time.